Starlite Astronaut Rescue bills itself as an educational mini-adventure, offering players a chance to, quote, experience the thrill of standing in the boots of a future astronaut on Mars. It sounds like a really cool concept. Who doesn't want to feel like they visited Mars? It's not a fluke that movies like The Martian and NASA's rover missions have piqued the interest of even people who are not otherwise all that interested in science. The problem is that Starlite Astronaut Rescue does not capture what life would be like on Mars any better than a walk through an Arizona desert at night. Actually, the inhospitable environment of an Arizona desert would probably come a lot closer to the real thing than this poorly designed computer simulation. The game, to the extent that you can even call it that, starts off with an astronaut walking outside of a huge mobile habitat. You're tasked with grabbing supplies and constructing a tent on the Martian surface. This is when your mission goes awry. A spaceship carrying medical supplies crashes, and you need to rescue the astronaut inside.
I have medical supplies for FOMO 7.
Did you hear that? Commander, look!
The single mission plays out with a minigame of sorts. Players will need to craft a radio set, and then solve a simple math formula to triangulate the position of the downed ship. A small calculator will aid you in the calculations. Once you solve the formula, you then drive two separate Mars rovers across the rocky surface to scan for the ship. Even though this is a game that takes place on another planet, the visuals are hardly awe-inspiring. It honestly looks more like a PC game from the early 2000s. The physics are equally embarrassing. Starlite Astronaut Rescue feels like an interactive exhibit at a museum. It could serve a decent educational purpose for 6th graders in a classroom setting, but any adults looking for an actual sci-fi game should steer clear. This is not a game in any real sense. Even as an educational piece of software, it is lacking in depth and fails to capture the essence of Mars. The best thing that I can say about Starlite Astronaut Rescue is that it at least has a decent marketing strategy. The description on Steam makes it sound like an actual game, albeit a short one. They also like to remind you that it was developed in collaboration with NASA, which might give some consumers hope for a genuinely cool, authentic simulation. The game technically functions, although it did crash the first time I played it. Simply working is a very low bar, though. I would probably be a lot less harsh on this game if it was free, but for the $3 asking price, there are a ton of better options on Steam. In the time that it took to watch this review, you would already be almost a fifth of the way through the game. Due to its immense flaws and incredibly short length, Starlite Astronaut Rescue earns a 3 out of 10. Check out the GameFreaks365.com website for the full text review, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more gaming news, reviews, and other original content.